Welcome back, Portal Masters. SCL Matt here with another live unboxing. Today, it is just the live unboxing. Back to that schedule. We're not doing other streaming today. Be the Gamer. Welcome. Welcome. Thanks for being early. So today, I want to take a moment to remind everybody, as you can see down on the bottom of the screen, SCL auctions every Saturday. That's the plan. Week 2 coming up. Week 2 is going to be a big week because we're auctioning off that inbox robo. So that's not the only thing that's going to be up for auction. There's going to be, once again, like 20 other items. So be sure to check those out. That's what I'll be doing after this live stream, is updating that auctions page so you can check out what is going to be up for auction this week. I'll let you know when that's ready to go. But Wolf Shadow, Aaron, Marco, Pirate Dad, hey, Jojo. Jojo's not going to miss it this time. Pirate Dad's here today to answer all those questions that I don't have answers to. Joseph, welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you. Thank you all. So today we have this here. It's a large flat rate box. So fairly sizable box. It is pretty full. Unfortunately, it has 0 packing material, which you know how I feel about that. That's not going to work. Yoshi, welcome. Glad you made it. I will warn you right now, if you didn't read the description, that I know this lot is a little bit mixed, as in it's not just Skylanders, but there was enough in this lot of Skylander stuff that I needed to pick it up. So we're gonna do this. Yoshi, you like the figures? I love it. I love it. Wolf Shadow, unfortunately, you won't be able to bid $1 for Robo because the minimum bid is going to be the price that it is in the shop. So minimum bid is going to be about $200. Bumble Blaster, you're early. Yeah, nice. Okay. Is there a Tree Rex? Joseph asks. For anyone who hasn't been here the past 2 days, we've had some questionable lots because neither of them included a Tree Rex. And you know what I say? It's not a lot unless there's a Tree Rex. So I'll see if I can help you out with that one, but we'll see. We'll see. Been making some Imaginators with Creation Crystals you won. Awesome. I'm glad they're getting put to good use. Got a Skylander in the mail yesterday with an extremely smoky smell like we were discussing last time. Was it from me? I don't think I've sent any out with an extremely smoky smell, but yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want people to be surprised like that. So, all right. So, in this box, first things first, we actually have a portal. And this is something that was a little bit extra. Okay. Thank you, Be the Gamer. I did not send you the Smoky Skylander. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, so that is an interesting coincidence that we were just talking about that. You're welcome, Bumper Blaster. John, glad you can make it. All right, portal. First things first. We have a Traptanium portal. And if anyone knows their portals very well, you can tell from this USB connection, it's for an Xbox system. And it just so happens that it's actually, I don't know if it's going to be able to focus on that. It's for Xbox One. I didn't know that going into buying this. So this is actually a big bonus for me. I know we've had a few people in the audience here looking for Xbox One Trap Team portals. I've had a few people email me and write me about, hey, do you have one? I didn't at the time. I do now. So this will be going up in the shop. I don't know what my list price is because I don't think I've had one in the shop before. So I I'm gonna have to research again and see what they're going for nowadays. And my price is gonna be cheaper than what they're currently selling for on eBay, but I don't know offhand what that is. So, but good news for anybody looking for Xbox One Trap Team Portal. I do have one in stock shortly. Um, there you go. Spartan needs one of those. So we'll see. Maybe it can be yours. Should start selling mystery lots for $15 like you did for the mega stream. But potentially, I have thought about that. It's just not something I've gotten around to yet. And like I'm telling you, I have so many ideas. It's hard to implement them all at once, and I don't want to overload. Well, I don't want to overload myself. I don't want to overload you. Um, but yeah, that's great. Package arrived yesterday. Awesome. High Volt has made superchargers much more fun. There you go. High Volt's a fun character. Yeah, I will agree to that. That's for sure. All right. Thumpback doesn't work on the Trap Team portal. Yeah, so the Trap Team portal is going to be the most finicky of any portal, and as Aaron says here, put it towards the edge of the portal, so that you're going to have a little bit better luck usually towards the edge because that's kind of like where the sensors are. Um, but yeah, some of the figures and yeah, I've noticed it a lot with Giants actually. Now that you mention it, because Aaron mentioned Swarm there. You're having trouble with Thumpback. Um, but yeah, that's another reason too why I always say like I I try to use the portal that was created for the game. Obviously, if you're playing Trap Team, well, that's another problem. Um, but yeah, it's definitely the most finicky of any of the portals, in my opinion. So good luck with that. John, yes. I did have confirmation from my buddy Jason about this a few weeks, months ago. Um, the Xbox One should work on the new generation, but only the Xbox One. Um, so like yeah, Xbox 360 won't work, but the Xbox One portals should work on the new consoles. And that's honestly, that's part of the reason why they're so in demand right now is because people have new consoles and that's the only portal that will work with it. So good luck. Good luck. All right. Let's get back into this unboxing, see what we can find. We got, speaking of giants, we have a hothead. And we have Frino, Hog Wild Frino. So series 2 from Trap Team. Got ourselves a Lobstar. And here is a series 2 Shroom Boom. Sure Shot Shroom Boom. Also from Trap Team. Wow. A lot of Trap Team, actually. Sorry about that, Pirate Dad. Yeah. Your unboxing mail call this earlier this week was fantastic. Um, have you shared that more publicly yet? Like, is that on your Twitter or anything yet that I can point people to? Because that that was fun. I that's a, dare I say, one of a kind item. I mean, I don't know if it is necessarily for sure, but pretty close. Glitch with high volt. If you use the attack that throws a spear and connects with lightning, if you get in a vehicle while doing well, don't do that. Yeah, that's a very complex glitch. Yeah, Spartan, you don't need to necessarily buy a new console for Skylanders. Like I get that, but people have bought a new console because they want to play the next generation of games and they want to like move up all of their games with it. Like everything else, like Xbox in particular, is really good about being backwards compatible, so they can play all their old games yet on the new console, and so they might even get rid of their old console, but they just want to use the new console all the time. So then they need a portal that works with it. Wolf Shadow's looking for Cobra Cadabra. I don't know if I have one today, but we can figure it out. All right, Pirate Dad will post on Twitter later today. Keep an eye out on Pirate Dad's Twitter. He has a fun little item that he got recently. All right, we also have Flashwing, the original Series 1 from Giants. And here's the beginning of what I said, like, it's not all Skylanders. We do have some Disney Infinity. So here's Merida from Brave. With the, I always thought this was a nice little touch. They added a little will-o-wisp down there. And we'll get some more of these out of the way while we're at it. Shoot, is this Barbosa? Yeah, I think it is, because he has the monkey. My Disney Infinity knowledge is not quite as useful as my Skylanders knowledge. Well, we got a broken Disney Infinity figure. We'll see if I find the figure this base belongs to. That's gonna be even harder for me. Like, okay, there's a bit of road on this base. I don't know which one that belongs to. All right, back to Skylanders for a little while. We got a Nitro Head Rush. And a Legendary Igniter. Oh no, we have a not one I've seen before, a headless Series 2 Chop Chop. We'll see if I have the head here. Maybe not. But that goes in the damage pile. Probably see it in the auction someday. Joseph says that base is from the Incredibles. Thank you. I'll keep an eye out for an Incredibles figure somewhere. I do have a Nightmare. There we go. Looking good as always. We have a Series 2 Eruptor. Have Legendary Jetvac, the original Legendary Jetvac from Giants. All right, a few more of these imposter figures. We got Sully there from Monsters Inc. The original playset piece, that's gonna be really hard to see, has Monsters University and Pirates of the Caribbean and The Incredibles. All right, we got a couple of traps here, it looks like. Got our Life Hammer trap, and one we don't see every day, Magic Totem trap. That's fun. There's our Series 2 Cinder. Got a Funny Bone. And there is Dash from The Incredibles. And you're right, that is the Incredibles base there. But it's not Dash. It's not Mr. Incredible. Got him. Yeah, Cinder's wings get squished all the time. I mean, but I mean it's such a common figure. Like, Anybody with wings like that gets squished easily. And honestly, I think sometimes that's the way they come out of the pack. They never look perfect. All right. We have a Series 2 Stealth Elf. Looking good there. And here is our Series 1 Jetvac, other starter pack figure, which means we should have, here it is. Tree Rex. It's official, folks. This is officially a lot. It's Tree Rex. All right. Okay, so this is a parent cleaning out a basement, apparently. Let's see. What does this say on the back? It says Donnie, Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So apparently, oh, this thing like spins? What is this? I'm not familiar with these newfangled toys. Yeah, I have no idea. Like, I think this has got to be a part of something bigger. I don't know. I am not familiar with this. So we'll set that to the side. Yes, I have Funko Pops. I definitely know what they are. I actually have a bunch of them up on the shelf there. I used to have a much larger collection, and similar to when I sold off my Skylanders, some of my Skylanders, like I sold off some of my Funkos as well. Like it was just getting to be too much. Perfect. The Incredibles road piece is just Violet Invisible. Yes. Yes. Oh yeah. Don't worry, Teresa. Like that is going to be a well, I mean, honestly, I have enough Disney Infinity stuff now to do a whole week of Disney Infinity, which I I'm debating whether or not that's a good idea to just do it all at once, or if it's just going to be no one's going to be interested in it, so no one's going to show up. I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah, but there's definitely going to be. I mean, they're auction items for sure. Yes. All right. Another broken Disney Infinity base. And like right now, I don't even. No, maybe I probably do have a game yet that I could try these out and figure out what figures they are. Because I don't know offhand, but I could test them and see if they actually work. That'd probably be a good thing to do before I try to sell them. I'll add that to the pile. No, yeah. Let's just. I can see what's going on here now, so we'll clear out some of these. Oh, I found the head. Found the head. Poor Chop Chop. Which way does this head go on? There we go. Chop Chop has a head. This is still going in the damage pile. Because obviously, yes, it is not fully attached, but we have all the parts at least. But yeah, I'm gonna finish off the Disney Infinity stuff that I find here. There are a few more pieces. Oh, looks like that base may have been for Mr. Jack Sparrow, I believe. I have to place that over there for now. Got Rocket Raccoon. We got Mike Wazowski. I know for anybody joining right now, this looks really weird that I'm just pulling out Disney Infinity figures, but this was a mixed lot. And I'm trying to get rid of the Disney Infinity so we can finish up with the Skylander stuff here. We do have Stitch. Everybody loves Stitch, right? What else do we have? Skylander. Oh, we got a couple of discs here. So yeah, I don't remember exactly what these discs do, but one has Merida and one has Stitch on it. So I'll have to look into those and see if they're worth anything. But it's been a long time. Okay, this is not Skylanders or Disney Infinity. Does anyone recognize? I can't focus on that. What this little dog is with like a crazy eye and a bone sticking out and ribs showing on this side. Like, what is that? Can you tell me on the bottom? 2011 Wowie Group Limited. That doesn't help me. And anyone recognize this guy? I don't know who this is actually, or who it's supposed to be. Pirate Dad has no idea. Plants vs Zombies? I don't think so, unless they really stretch their line. Seven Funny Bone Series 2. Yeah, it's the Funny Bone Mini. I don't know. Once again, I'll have to look into that. And then, oh, here we go. So the other missing base was actually Mrs. Incredible. Yeah, that'll go there. And then the last non-Skylanders item it looks like I have is Lego Dimensions. Offhand, I don't know exactly whose base this is, but I'll be able to test that out easily. So yeah, I have a Lego Dimensions base as well. But we're not here to talk about that stuff. We are here to talk about Skylanders. So now I just have Skylanders left in this box. I have a broken snapshot. Let's see. There, somewhere in there. I got the piece that broke off, but it's not a super clean break either. Anyway, we got a lot of damaged snapshots. There is a Sprocket. Series 1 Sprocket. Wow. You got JoJo and Wolf Shadow. Well done. I mean, I'll take your word for it, but that you recognize that from the base. I never paid that close of attention to the bases. You recognize that as Gandalf. Okay. All right. We got ourselves a Tough Luck. And Chopper. Got a legendary Bushwhack. And another Food Fight. Sold a few of these this week when they're on sale. They're on super sale right now. If anyone's interested in picking up a Food Fight for the first time or extra Food Fight, just because got a ton of them. Dragonfire Cannon, just the normal one, the silver version, if you will. You're right, Pirate Dad. That is the third legendary of the day, and we're not done. We actually have legendary Slam Bam, which makes sense because we got the other two from the 3-pack, Jetpack and Igniter. So there's Slam Bam as well. And I'll give you one more. They really got into legendaries during Giants. Legendary Stealth Elf. So, yeah. We had Series 2 Stealth Elf and Legendary Stealth Elf. All right, we have a Series 2 Terrafin. A lot of Giants figures. One more trap, Undead Orb. Food fighter more abundant than grass. Okay, interesting. Tough luck stopped working. Ooh. Well, yeah, I got a few of them in the shop, I think. Now we just need Bouncer and Light Core Chill. I don't think I have that. I only have like half a dozen pieces left. No, they're not here, unfortunately. What's going on with my system here? All right. We do have someone who was mentioned earlier, Swarm. Like I said, fair amount of giants here. And our another Shroom Boom, original Shroom Boom, Series 1. So we had Series 1 and Series 2 Shroom Boom. Got a pair of minis here with Terabyte and Bop. Of course, those two were packaged together in Trap Team. Then just had this for the first time. It wasn't this week. It must have been like last week. It was recently. Golden Flameslinger popped up again. So I know sold out quickly the first time, but if anyone else is looking for this one, Golden Flameslinger will be back in stock shortly. And then the last piece of this unboxing, because I always hold them out to last, because I can do that. We have ourselves another Spotlight. So I know we just had Blackout the other day. Now we're gonna have Spotlight. So yeah, this Spotlight's in pretty good shape. There is a little bit of you might see it on the face there and on the wing. There's a little bit of red. That I mean, it's a white figure. Like I said, if this rubs up against any other figure, especially during shipment, like it's potentially gonna pick up some extra color. But other than that, good looking Spotlight. So there you go. That is today's unboxing. Spotlight and Golden Flameslinger are definitely our two big winners. They were the reasons I picked up the lot. But remember, we also got the Xbox One Trap Team portal, which I was not expecting. I knew there was a portal, but I didn't know which one. Like the pictures were just bad, and I didn't care at that. Like I always consider portals to be bonuses. Like if I knew it was an Xbox One portal, I would have factored that into the price, but I didn't even know that. So, like I said, it was just a good bonus for me. But yeah, decent amount of Skylanders, but also a lot of Disney Infinity stuff. So I'm gonna have to. You'll start seeing some Disney Infinity stuff in upcoming auctions on Saturdays. Speaking of which, again, Saturdays are auction days. Every Saturday there will be auctions. This week includes a bunch of boxed figures. They have some box damage. Anything from metallic green Shroom Boom to Robo. So you don't want to miss that. Why don't I give her the spotlight? Yeah, I don't have a spotlight to give her really. But yeah, Stoofy, I agree. Spotlight is such a good looking figure. Whoever this belonged to got the Trap Team Super Bundle Pack. That would include, yeah, the Undead Orb. Did it include the Earth Minis? I'll take your word for it, but yeah, that would explain the rest of the figures that we got. Yeah, the only thing missing was the Water Tiki. Yeah, I don't know where that is, but I don't need another Water Tiki either. So I'm quite all right with that. I have to block the light from the light character. Yeah, she reflects the light. I mean, doing her job, I guess. Obsession. When you were talking about 601 Skylanders, is red lips, purple lips, no lips, chill part of that total? Uh, Pirate Dad, that would be a question for you. I haven't looked at the list that closely. Here we go. No, the lip chills are not considered separate figures. So there you go. Yeah, because in my mind, that's more of like a factory error or just a different paint job as opposed to because I think one of the criteria is like intentionality, and so it wasn't intentional to make them different necessarily. Um, so yeah, I think that's part of the reason that they're not part of the 601. So yeah, you don't need them. You just need one chill, and you should be good. So next part of this is our testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Let's do this. All right. What do we got to test? Well, let's test the spotlight. First things first.
Time to shine.
The spot was worth it. Treeson, do you know what's going on sale next? So I mean, I have some idea. You don't necessarily. So this is something I'm working on too. Like I said, I want to start like a newsletter type of thing that'll go out weekly. That'll give you kind of a preview of what's coming out on the sale items and the auction items and that type of thing. So you don't always have to remember check back to the site. Like I'll just send all this stuff to your email, so you can have some idea of what's going on. So yeah, I haven't announced what's going on sale next week. The stuff that's on sale right now will be on sale through midnight on Saturday. So, like if you win an auction, you'll be able to add these items to your cart. Yet that are on sale right now. Yeah, starter pack senseis. That will be something eventually that will probably be a sale item because like all the starter pack stuff will probably be a sale item eventually. Just because I'm gonna have lots of them regardless of how many I sell. I just keep getting more and more. So yeah, if you want to wait for those to be on sale, that's probably a safe bet.
Illuminating numbers.
But yeah, that's okay.
Time to shine.
Do you know why they sold Punk Shock in Easter packaging without changing her? Just because they wanted to sell more Easter characters. I mean, there's not really a good reason for it. It's just, yeah, they didn't change Frino either. He was in Easter packaging. The only one they changed was Trigger Happy. Right?
Hey, it's rock.
So,
Rock and roll.
yeah, it's just what they did. Wolf Shadow is supposed to be Punk Shock from Swap Force. Joseph, what do you want me to post to Facebook? Are you talking about like the newsletter? Like that's not going to be for the membership folks. That's just it'll be a separate newsletter. You sign up with your email address and it's free. Furtive, welcome. New face. You like my site? It's a great list for Skylanders. Yes, it is. It is indeed. Yeah, Spartan. Some of those Easter ones are level 20 tough luck. Nicely done. Someone like tough luck. All the Easter ones still in box. Some of those Easter boxes are nice. Some are better than others in my opinion, but yeah, the Easter egg ones especially, they went all out on those. It made them look nice. Yeah, Joseph, the newsletter will just be a completely separate thing from the membership, from anything else that I've done. That you can just submit your email address and I'll send stuff directly to your email. If you're interested in finding out what's going to be on sale and stuff, or what's going to be up for auction. Yeah, Pirate Dad. I see that from time to time, and it's like we had some yesterday that had the full 65K gold, and like just take one of those characters back into like Swap Force and buy all the hats, right? Like I'm tempted to, but I never have the game out here, and it's like it would take. Well, I mean, it would take all of 2 minutes to switch games. I understand, but that's me being lazy. Sevenfold is going to become a VIP. All right, I'm on board. Anybody else want to become a VIP? Get 20% off all your orders, except for auctions. Anything you buy from the shop, you get 20% off. You see that $100 Wildstorm becomes $80. Fantastic price. But yeah, every order you place, if you're a VIP, you can get for 20% off. Plus, you get early access to all my videos. Oh, the Blastermind labeled smash hit showed up, and it was in fact Blastermind. Interesting. Huh. So remind me with that, Tree Sun. Like that was the picture. Wait, Blastermind labeled smash hit. So the picture was Blastermind, but it was labeled as a smash hit. Is that what it was? And so you got a cheap Blastermind. Either way, that's awesome. I love when you find like little operator errors. Joseph, I honestly don't remember the first figure I got on eBay. I mean, the first stuff I bought on eBay was probably a whole lot of Skylanders, so I don't know who would be the first. Scarlet and Genie was the first character that you fully upgraded. That's not a bad choice. Nicely done. Spartan's thinking about the VIP. Okay, there you go. It's on eBay for a penny. Yeah, that's great, Tree Sun. Evangelist made it. So Evangelist, I'll give you the quick recap. There's a large lot of Skylanders and Disney Infinity figures. I mean, almost 50-50, maybe slightly more towards Skylanders, but yeah, we'll be going back through them again. We got 3 traps in there. We got an Xbox One Trap Team portal. I know there's a few people looking for that. But as far as figures go, we got Spotlight as the big find. We got a Golden Flame Slinger. That'll be back in stock. And I felt there was one more notable that I wanted to bring up. Oh, the portal. That's what I was talking about. Yeah. There's also like a Nightmare and a few other random pieces here and there. There were a bunch of legendaries from Giants. Sevenfold is officially a VIP. So if anyone else is interested in doing that, if you want to check that out, I'll throw this down on the bottom of the screen again. So you save 20% on all orders. You get early access to the videos. You get your name in the credits of the videos. You can find all the details down at supportscl.com. I'll take you over to the Buy Me a Coffee page, but I just made it easier to remember. Supportscl.com. That'll redirect you to where you need to go. So, does the Wii portal for Trap Team work with PS4 Trap Team? Yes, it will, Doofy. So The portals for Wii, Wii U, PS3, and PS4 are all interchangeable. All interchangeable. It's only the Xbox ones that you need to worry about. Those ones are console specific. So if you have an Xbox 360, you need one that says specifically for Xbox 360. You have Xbox One, you need one that says specifically for Xbox One. And then, like we said earlier, the Xbox One portals will work on the new generation of Xbox. Kind of like the PlayStation, well, the Wii, Wii U, PS3, PS4 also work on PS5, like I'm doing right now.
The flames are growing.
Kobe, welcome.
Horns of
Thought I got a
burn.
dark watch buckle yesterday. I did put him up in the store, and Corey, I don't know if Corey's still here, but Corey bought all of the dark figures that I got yesterday. So yeah, unfortunately, that is sold out.
Crash and burn.
Pirate Dad, I love random questions. Why do you need one specifically for Xbox? So Vandalus, unfortunately, this is due to Microsoft. This is something they have done for years with all of their consoles. Whenever they create a new console, all of the accessories, the peripherals, the things you plug into the console, have to be specific to the console. I don't know why they made that decision, but that's the decision that they made. So whether it's something Microsoft made specifically for their consoles, or if it's from a third party that is making a peripheral for their console, like the portal, they require, like, there's something like in their coding and in their programming that you have to do that requires it to only work on that console. That's just the rule they made. And so that's the rule that everybody has to follow. And unfortunately, that means, yeah, every time you get a new Xbox console, you need a new Xbox portal. And they're not going to be interchangeable with the other ones. So, the whole point of USB was universal serial bus. And, like, they kind of ruined that by saying, no, we're going to make ours proprietary. And they're only going to work on Xbox 360 and only going to work on, yeah. So it's a pain for sure, but it's another reason I'm glad I'm not part of the Xbox family. So I think the hardest game to find for the series is the Windows version of SSA. Possibly. I've never even tried to look for it, but I don't see it like pop up in the
Blinded by the lights.
used sales very often. All right, if you could choose one more Skylander to get a light core figure, who would you want to see? I feel like we were just discussing this the other day. We were discussing light cores at least, and I thought I had a decent answer. We didn't. Okay, we didn't answer this question specifically. That's a good question. I'd love to see everybody else's answer.
Outshining the rest.
It's a good one though. Level 20 Flashwing, well deserving, and another 40k gold. Oof.
Blinded by the lights.
Who would I want to see go light core? This is one of those questions that I would really want to be sitting down and looking at the entire roster
Nowhere to hide.
of figures to figure out which one would be best, in my opinion. Okay, this person had a few favorites, that's for sure. Here's a level 20 Nightmare with 34k gold. Like, they played with a few characters a lot. It's all good, Corey. Don't apologize for making purchases. This is just what makes my job fun, knowing that people want specific characters, and I can start hunting for specific characters in lots. That actually helps me figure out what to buy sometimes. So, yeah, I'm glad things are selling out right away, and I'm glad there's still a demand for more figures.
Hey, a I'm on fire! I'm on a hot streak!
Oh man, thinking about Litecore though. Pirate Dad, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. I'm sorry.
I'm on fire!
Spartan, I don't recall what your last question was. Oh, here. You said we should get something in the email showing up when my dark trap comes, but both emails I don't see it. Am I missing something? Oh yeah. Like you should have gotten it. I think other people that have purchased from me can vouch for this. Like when you get when I ship your stuff out, you should get an email from me that has like tracking information and stuff in the email. Are those not going through? I know I checked with one or two people early on in the shop to make sure the system was working properly, and they were getting the emails. Is anyone else not getting the emails? I guess the only thing I can think of is like, well, check your spam folder, and if you have the option to like mark email addresses as safe, like make sure matt@skylanderscharacterlist.com is on the safe list, because all the emails should be coming from matt@skylanderscharacterlist.com. So yeah, you should like you should get an email when you place your order, and you should get an email when I ship your order. But even if you don't get those emails, if you go log into your account, if you've created an account, which is another reason I advocate for that, if you've created an account and didn't check out as a guest on the site, then you can log into your account and go to the My Orders page. It's the My Orders tab under your My Account page, and you can see all that information there. It should have information about your order on that page as well. And sometimes Matt hits wrong buttons and takes himself out of the stream. Okay. So what? Right Rider would be first pick for Light Core, followed by Igniter. Yeah, Igniter would do it. They did it right. Another vote for Igniter. Light Core Robo. We do have a Light Core Flashwing. I think they did it improperly. Like the crystals in the wings should definitely light up, and that's not how it works. Sunburn just look its new figure. Okay, Nap is a Light Core. Like, can you imagine like Punk Shock's bow lighting up, like crossbow? Be fun. Drill Sergeant and Zulu. Ooh, if Zulu's club started glowing, yeah. Okay, John gets my emails. Feed the Gamer got the emails. Wolf Shadow got the first email, but not the second. That's fortunate. Yeah, you should definitely get both those emails. Yeah, so you should. I believe the subject line of the email after I ship it, it should say like your Skylanders are on their way or your Skylanders are coming. I can actually double check what that email says. I'm pretty sure that's what it says though. Tracking emails. Yeah, the subject line should be your Skylanders are coming. And yeah, you should get that email shortly after I ship them. And it should come from matt@skylanderscharacterlist.com. Like, it's a little wonky because I use a third-party service to ship. And so, like, it's going through a few... Like, I can see why a spam filter might try to catch it. But hopefully you can figure that out. And maybe confirm for me, too. Like, if you have an account on SCL, log in and see if that tracking information shows up in your account. Because I think it should show up there as well. Maybe I'm wrong in that. If I'm wrong, I definitely should stop telling people that. Sorry, yeah. If the mic audio went fuzzy for a bit, I hit the wrong button and like exited out of my stream for a minute, and so it took a while to catch back up and clear up. Evangelist, yes, we did get a tree Rex. This is an official lot. Thank you for asking. So yeah, if you need me to repeat anything, please don't be afraid to ask if it was all fuzzy and I need to repeat stuff. Obsession. So there are 5 creation crystals that were never officially commercially released. But as, yes, Pirate Dad would tell you, unattainable is not the right word. Unreleased, yes, because Pirate Dad has the 5 unreleased crystals. So there are some of them out there in the wild, and you may happen across them from time to time in various auction lots or other odd listings here and there. Yes, Pirate Dad does in fact own the 5. And yeah, they may not be cheap. They're going to be hard to find, but unattainable is not the proper word. So the 5 crystals, well, I'm sure Pirate Dad will give you a list here shortly. But I think I still have them posted on... Do I have them still listed on SCL, or did I pull them off of there now? So I got stopped getting questions about them. I thought about it at one point. But I think if you go to the Imaginators page, just let me double check. Yeah, if you go to the Imaginators page on Skylanders character list and just view the Imaginators, you scroll down and you see the 5 that have question marks by them. So it's the Air Acorn, the Earth Rune, the Fire Angel, the Light Angel, and the Tech Pyramid. Those don't actually have pictures by them. They just have question marks. Those are the 5 that are unreleased. Like I said, right on top of things. Maxon, well, Pirate Dad, you want to cover this one again? Most of them do not have chips. Most of, or they have chips, but they don't work in game. I think he does have 1 or 2, yeah, that do have working chips. His Light Angel works. There you go. So it's kind of hit or miss. Basically, how I view this is these figures were in production and they paused production halfway through, and so some of them have working chips, some of them have been produced, some of them over time found their way out of the factory and into people's hands and maybe out of a dumpster. But yeah, there's different versions of them out there. All right. Actually, I need to clear these Disney Infinity things out of the Skylanders. Taking up too much room.
Hawk and Oar.
All right. We've been told the Light Angel's most common to have a working chip. Yes. Just from what we've observed, I think. If they remastered the Skylanders games, would we want remakes of the same figure model or different models? Honestly, I would take either at this point. I think we've kind of talked about this a little bit, and I think one of the smartest things for them to do would maybe to make limited releases of some of the old figures. Just to give new players a chance to collect some of them. And then I would say give a very limited selection of new figures. So if we're saying we have 10 elements, I'd say give me 1 or 2 of each element.
I have a bone to pick.
And call it a day. Like, don't go overboard with it. Keep it reasonable. Keep it
Taking charge.
Just don't overwhelm people. Don't overwhelm the market. Like, I know you want to make money, but that's at the point too where I feel if you upgraded the figure quality and made them more, I mean, make them more like Eon's Elite right away. Make them more detailed or bigger or whatever, and you can charge a higher price point. Like, I'll pay if the quality goes up, I'll pay $20 a figure. Like, I hesitate a little bit to say that, but if there's only 10 or only 20 figures coming out in a year, 20 figures at $20, it's only $400 in the year, as opposed to I mean, think about Trap Team. If you're trying to buy all that stuff, even at retail price, how many figures there were. I mean, you get your quarters at $10 a piece, so that's $160 there, and then you get your
Catch a glimpse.
I mean the minis about the same, and then you get your Trap Masters, who are more expensive, but there's just as many of them, and that price tag just goes up and up and up and up.
Woohoo!
So that's what I'm saying. If you keep it reasonable.
Dynamite.
You're selling used first time you see Skylanders in store in years, yeah.
Well, looks like I'll
It can be hit or miss depending where you shop. Like a lot of my like thrift stores and my Goodwill, I'd never see Skylanders in my Goodwill. I know a lot of people have good luck there, but haven't really. I don't have a lot of other thrift stores. Some of the other like pawn shops have closed down.
My numbers are growing.
So I haven't even. I know there were some pawn stores that carried Skylanders fairly regularly, and they shut down in the past year or two. So it's unfortunate. Joseph got Splat at Goodwill. Cool. Well, thanks for watching, Dan. It's all good. You don't have to be chatty all the time. Got a lot of other people here today. A good crowd today. Thanks for hanging around.
Silent but deadly.
3 places were the prototypes. Toys for Bob HQ. Strong Museum of Play in New York. And some taken home by employees. Yeah.
Catch a glimpse.
Here's another big figure. Level 20 Legendary Stealth Elf. 41k. They really stuck with the figures they liked. As was the case with your crystals, and the employees actually took the protos home and sold them online. Yep. Purchased directly from someone who worked at the factory in Hong Kong. Yeah, I mean, as hard as it is to find and track down, that's honestly probably going to be the most common way figures like that make it into the hands of collectors. But sometimes you just have to know what you're looking for, and you have to be willing to reach out to people.
Bolts and lightning.
Martin, yes, this was an unboxing. I mean, I can give you a quick recap right now. Because if you, I mean, I won't stop you from rewatching it if you want to. But a lot of it was a big lot mixed of Skylanders and Disney Infinity and some other stuff that I didn't recognize. There was one, hey, for all those Sprocket haters, this guy was not a Sprocket hater. Level 20 Sprocket, 29k gold. Let's do this.
Nice specs.
But oh, there was a Lego Dimensions base, not the figure, but I was told it was Gandalf's base, and
Axe to the max.
oh, then there was this purple, almost shield-like looking thing, or actually manhole cover kind of. It says Donnie from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I don't know what it actually is. It has some weight to it. Like there's, and the bottom kind of rotates. Like I don't know what it was supposed to do, what it did back in the day. And then there was this little, I'll throw this up here again because I'm curious if anybody recognizes this yet. This little dog thing kind of got a crazy eye and a bone sticking out the side there, and his ribs are showing on this side. Does anyone recognize this dog? Like, I don't, and I'm curious just to give me some idea, some direction to go and look for it. Like the bottom didn't give me too much of a clue. It just says 2011 Wowie Group. So, I mean, I know it's a toy maker, but I don't know what series this would be from or anything. So that was another questionable one. But as far as the Skylanders go, big names were Spotlight. We got one, and Golden Flame Slinger. And then I got a surprise Xbox One Trap Team Portal.
Showing signs of growth.
So those are my big finds. There are a bunch of legendaries from Giants. Nightmare, another Nightmare. Which do you think is more likely to make comeback, Skylanders or Disney Infinity? Skylanders for sure. Master Robo, yeah. Skylanders is still... Basically, Skylanders is still willing to make a game, whereas Disney and video games just don't mix the way they want them to. They've had trouble with video games for years. It's not their forte, so I don't see them bringing that. Oh, the characters we were wondering. We figured that out, I think. We were talking about Roller Brawl. So yeah. Ooh, hero clicks. It's about the right size, I feel, but I don't think, because that would be made by someone else, I think, right? But I could look into it. Do I have trackers on my website? I don't think I have anything super. I mean, there's like Google Analytics is kind of tracking things, but that's just to, see what pages people visit and stuff. Most expensive thing, yeah, it's going to be the Spotlight. Sarah, welcome. Glad you can make it. Yeah, Giants, Martin. Golden is what I refer to as the Giants one, and gold is SSA. It's the differentiator. Yeah, if I had a gold from SSA, that would be a whole nother story. I'd be touting that thing up and down, left and right. It'd probably be sitting up on the shelf, honestly. So yeah, it's the Giants one that we just got. We got for the first time like last week. And then I got a second one today. First one sold, so I'll be back in stock again.
Dangerous.
Level 20 Legendary Slam Bam.
Armed and dangerous.
So here's that golden flame special. That means a cowboy too.
Truly inspiring. Let the flames begin.
All right. That's all the figures, but I do need to switch over to Trap Team briefly to test out the traps, and I'll try out the Dragonfire Cannon over there as well. So that means we can back out of here. And we're almost done. So yeah, once we're done with this, we will end the stream so I can update the store. And then, like I said, I am going to be setting up for the auctions tomorrow. So if anyone hasn't been paying attention for the past 2 weeks, I will be auctioning off a bunch of stuff that we had the Eon's Elite auctions last week, along with a few damage figures. I'll include some damage figures in the auctions every week until I run out of them, but I'm going to keep getting damage figures. We got 2 more damage figures today. Ooh, I need to test those. Good reminder, Matt. Good reminder. But damage figures will always be part of the auctions. This week, we are auctioning off a bunch of other boxed items that came with that 62-pound lot. So we got the Pumpkin Eyebrow, Metallic Green Shroom Boom, Metallic Green Gil Grunt, Power Blue Double Dare Trigger Happy, the Heavy Duty Sprocket or Heavy Metal Sprocket from Best Buy, Candy-Coated Chopscotch, Jingle Bell Chompy Mage, Steel-Plated Hoodsicle. That's going to be another big one. And, of course, the one that everybody's waiting for is Robo. So, that is going to be the big auctions this weekend. And of course, I forgot to change my portal. So yeah, this Saturday, tomorrow, check that out. I will have the preview up tonight. Like I said, that's what I'm going to be working on after I update the shop tonight. So I'll post when I have that ready as well, and we'll go from there.
Begin.
Wonderful fam, what am I playing on? I am playing on a PS5 actually. So I play on the PS5 because my PS4 broke, and but that means, of course, like I said, I can only stream the last 4 games right now. I can't stream SSA or Giants because they're not available on PS4, and PS5 is not backwards compatible to PS3. So, here we go. Twitch would be a good idea. I mean, everybody's here on YouTube. Why do I need to go to Twitch? YouTube seems less popular. Maybe. I don't know. I'm happy with the audience I have here. Evangelist, you don't skip the ads on my videos? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. YouTube is good. There you go. Tropaz, yeah. So we're just finishing up here. I'm just finishing up with the traps. So it was a mixed lot of Skylanders and Disney Infinity. But the Skylanders portion included things such as an Xbox One Trap Team portal, which was a surprise for me. I wasn't expecting that. We also got a golden flame slinger from Giants, chase variant there, and we got a spotlight. That was like the big winner today was spotlight. So we got blackout earlier this week, and we got spotlight today. So the shop has been doing well. And there you have it. Our 3 traps work. So we got it. That is actually the end of my testing then. So in case there's any last questions, I'm here for a few minutes yet. But otherwise, I will be heading off to update the shop. Pay attention to my Twitter if you want to find out when the shop gets updated. If you saw something here you want to buy today, that'll be the first place to update, and usually the only place to update. So twitter.com/SCLMatt. You can find me over there. You can follow me over there. Tomorrow, auctions, SCL auctions. There is actually a chance, it looks like I may have another unboxing tomorrow as well. So there may be an unboxing in the early afternoon-ish again, usually about this time. I will be around for that, and then in the evening, as the auctions are coming to a close for probably about the last 2 hours, I'll be online as well to answer any questions about the auctions you have, specifically about the items or just auctions in general. If you have any questions, now, please feel free to ask. But that is what we'll be working with. So tomorrow, auctions, I'll have the preview up for you tonight. The auctions start at 8 a.m. Central Time, and they will end approximately 8 p.m. Some of them a little bit earlier, some of them a little bit later, perhaps. But and of course, there is the soft close on the auctions, so they could go into overtime depending on who's bidding. So there is that. Let's see. Don't forget to tune into Higher Up Dad's Twitter to figure out what he was teasing us the other day. He unboxed. It's a super cool item. I haven't seen one like it before, and it's gonna be fun. Session. Have a good night. Evangelist. I mean, if you ask me, this is the summer, so yes, I will be streaming in the summer. I mean, I don't expect my streaming schedule to change anytime, really. mean, occasionally when I go on vacation, I'll have to hold off on the streams, but this will be fairly regular from now on. All right. It looks like that's about it. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me all day. And I will be back tomorrow for sure for the auctions and possibly for the unboxing prior to that. So I will hopefully see y'all then. But have a good day. Have a good night wherever you are. And